Good morning, everyone. At least it's morning here in Southeast Asia. It's just gone 8 a.m. That's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That would be Sunday evening, I guess, in the east coast of the U.S. Monday morning here in Southeast Asia, and April the 6th, 2026. I hope you had a great weekend, a great Easter, wherever you are in the world. We're looking at XAU USD on a 10-minute chart. As you can see, I took a long entry. I did that a little, maybe a little bit early, but this is based on my trend line strategy here that you're looking at. And then I had the break just before the hour, had the break above the trend line, had what nearly two touch points. But I'm looking at also the 4 hour and the daily. 4 hour chart is neutral. The daily chart is bearish, but we have to let the price action tell us what it's going to do. And I see bullish momentum starting off this week. We had a $75 drop and did gap down. And that gap down was not really surprising, actually. Hey, good morning, Raj. I should say good afternoon to you. It's just gone past 2 p.m. there where you are. This gap down was not surprising at all because on Friday, when the market was closed, we did have the release of the non-farm payrolls and some other data, and it was all good for the U.S. So this is the reaction we would have seen on Friday if the market had been open. So that initial gap down was not surprising. And then we got a lot of volatility before Tokyo opened. And then Tokyo opened right here with a bullish candle and a couple of bearish candles. And now we've definitely got bullish momentum. So at least for right now, gold is bullish for right now. So on my strategy to break above and close above the trend line, I went long. And that was just before the hour, about 5 minutes before the hour, about three minutes before the hour, I believe it was. And now I'm going to jump over to my MT5. Just bear with me here. And I might put my stop loss above break even. I've gone 130 pips already. Yeah, I believe I will. What's my buy price was 46.2671. So I'll put that stop loss, move that above break even. Let's go with 46.28. See what that looks like. Yeah, okay. So if it does, sometimes you get this, big move up and then it turns around and goes the opposite direction after that first candle. That first candle is sometimes a fake out, but it's moved well enough that I've got my stop loss now above break even. So all good today, starting off the week. Hey, happy Easter to you too, Raj. Thank you very much. Yeah, maybe that was big stop bar. Let's see how this pans out. And now you're long also, okay? Oh, you're on daylight savings now? Okay. Everybody changes at different times. Europe changed last week. And then the U.S. they changed last month. I believe it was. I forget. Oh, okay. Yeah, I started putting the link in there. Or sometimes I forget to put the link, but I try to remember that. And I know that if that pops up, then that does help people to also remember 4450 entry on your MGC contract. Okay, cool. Did you take a trade on gold? You said you're up long too. I think I assume that yeah, you're also long on gold. Mhm. And thanks for sharing that with us here in the YouTube. Most people will not share what trades they've got open if they've got anything. You and Howard are pretty good about that. So what are we going to expect today? Who knows? I did check the news before I went live just to see if there was any breaking news. There was some breaking news, I don't know, 12 hours ago. Trumpy Dumpy seems to have lost his marbles, and you've got your stop below the low. Cool. And that's me too. Yeah. But now I've moved my stop loss above break even, so I cannot lose on this trade. And it could very well reverse and take that out. That's okay. It can happen, but the object here is to let the price run, to let the profit run. Although sometimes, yes, it will come back, take the break even, and then go again. But that's just trading. Target Friday's high. What was that? Friday's high was, oh, 4,800. You're targeting Friday's high on gold. Okay. Bullish on gold. I think well, our next resistance line is 4677. That's the pivot point here on this indicator that I use on TradingView. Pivot points standard 4677. If it gets up to there, I'll be happy to layer it. Of course, it can't keep going. We're seeing $200 moves in one day. That's not a big deal for gold. But I don't like to usually hold this much after, for a couple of hours, keep my eye on it. Of course, but sometimes during the London session, it can make a pretty good pullback, a pretty big retracement, and knock you out of the trade. This is this is really looking good for us today. Those of us that are long on gold, nice way to start off the week. Oh, okay. We got well. I see 5 viewers. I probably need to refresh the YouTube tab. Yeah, good. Those of you that have come in, if you're new to the channel, let me know where you're watching from, and let us know if you got a trade open. If you've done anything with gold today, this is what we're trading now. And this is my entry point here at 46.27. I did have my stop loss down here at 45.96, but I've moved my stop loss up to break even above the entry point. So it's a risk-free trade now. And this is all based on the trend line strategy you see here. We have these downward trend lines, and these go all the way back to the monthly chart. It's a top-down analysis. It goes back to the monthly, the weekly, the daily, the 4 hour, the 1 hour, the 15 minute, the 10 minute. Sorry, I trade on the 10-minute chart, and this is the upward trend line. Goes back to the monthly time frame. So if it breaks above the downward trend line, which it did here, breaks above and closes above, then I go long. And I went just a little bit, a couple of minutes early on that. And you see there, just I could have waited just a little bit and got it at the close of that candle, but it's a good trade. And then put the stop loss below the what's now safety line. But I've now moved the stop loss above break even. Just to explain that trend line strategy to those of you that are new and haven't seen this before, very simple strategy, easy to understand, easy to follow, easy to take a trade, and it works. But whatever strategy you're using, you trust your strategy. I'm not suggesting or recommending you take the same trades I do. You know, it's up to you to manage your own account, to use good risk management, protect your capital. And what have we got here? Our second candle starting to come back down. Let's see if it'll hold that momentum. We got another 3.5 minutes on that candle. Where did it get? Got to 46.42. Uh-oh. Well, that was a big jump down. That might have hit my stop loss. Let me go over to my MT5. Not quite. It got a within just a few pips, but it looks like it wants to go down and grab that stop loss. Oh, it's a little bit tight being above break even where it is there. I mean, it was, 100 150 pips away, but that's not a big move for gold. $15 in 10 minutes, that's nothing for gold. Looks like it wants to come down and grab that. I'm looking at MT5 right now. Really close. Uh, that was a huge, huge drop down. Very bearish momentum. Here it comes. Here it comes. I'm looking at MT5. It's going to grab my stop loss. If it does, okay. Still got another minute and a half on this 10-minute candle. And it's so close. Boom. It got my stop loss. Okay. So I'll just put that up there. That was at 46.28, 45, yeah, 46.28, 46.28. That's where the stop loss was. Okay, now I'll just take a screenshot of this. Oh, it's coming right back down. Yeah, never mind. Let's see what it's going to do. Okay, next candle coming. So I'll clear all this nonsense off that I've got here. I already took my screenshot. I like to take a screenshot and put it in my trading journal. We'll readjust our trend lines here and see what we've got. Yeah, it's what can you say, you know? The markets are in turmoil. The president of the U.S. has the markets in turmoil. That's all you can. That's the only reason for this, you know. Huge moves up, huge moves down. Nobody over there knows what they're going to be doing with the war. One day, Trumpty Dumpty says, "Ah, the Strait of Hormuz will open naturally. It will open naturally," and then the next day, he's saying he's going to blow up everything and open the strait. So that just causes turmoil in the markets. And here we go. Give it just a little bit and see if I'll go long again. I want to go over and look at my 5 minute chart. I think it might continue down for a little bit. Looking on the 5 minute chart anyway. And then look on the 1 minute. Just look on these lower time. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go long again. Yeah, I'm going to go to my MT5. I just went long again, guys. And that one's at enter at 40.34. It's a little bit of a scalping now, not really based on the trend line exactly. 46.34 was my entry point. You know, we've been seeing a lot of this green, red, green, red, green, red. It's just there's so much uncertainty in the market right now. And where did my stop loss? My stop loss is by default at 46.13.5. Let's see what that looks like. 46.13.5. Yeah, I think I'll keep that there. I don't want to risk too much on this trade because of the uncertainty that we're seeing now. At least I'm below these last three candles. And Just bear with me, guys. I'm just setting up my MT5 here. Okay, that's all done. Yeah, well, it's back at your entry. I know. Same with me. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Howard said he would be back after Easter, and it's after Easter, and he's not back yet, or at least not today. And I would have been in Dubai. I'm glad I'm not in Dubai. I bought that ticket before the war started. If the war had already started, I wouldn't have done that. You're going to break even again? Okay, I can't do that yet. I'll be a little bit late to get in on that one, I guess. But this is more of scalping right now, guys. There's still flights going in and out, but I think it's not really wise. Wouldn't have been a wise move. Better just stay where I am for the time being. And what are we getting here now? Okay, now it's kind of slowed down a little bit. Mm, okay, yeah, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Let's see what we got here. Another 3 minutes on this candle, but it's holding above my. I also use the 8 EMA, and it's holding above that on both the 1 minute and the 5. I think that was the big red candle. That last big red candle was just to flush out the stop losses. But yeah, I don't blame you if you get stopped out on this one, then maybe just come back later if it's going to be choppy like this. Let's see if I can move my stop loss above. Let me go over it to MT5. Ooh, that would be a really tight stop loss. But I kind of like that idea. If it's going to go now, it's going to go. I'm going to move mine also. What do we got there? Entry was 4633.8. I'll put it really close. 4634. Well, that's really close. Can hardly see it. Oh, I'll do it. I'll do another half point five. 4634.5. Okay. Now at least cover the spread. Yeah, if it's just going to come back again, then I kind of agree with you there, Raj. Better just to come back later. Either it's going to go or it's not. But we're seeing some good bullish momentum. I think that red candle was just to come down and flush out the stop losses. So we got a few people watching. If you're new to the channel, let me know where you're watching from. I do appreciate that. Don't forget to click the like button. And I'm here every Monday to Friday at this time. trading gold live. I've already had one trade, and that one came back and hit my stop loss at just above break even. But now I re-entered the trade, and I'll just mark that for you. This is my entry price right here. Oh, wrong, wrong tool. And this is my entry price right here. Oh man, it's look at that. What the heck? It's hit the stop loss again. Wow, it's frustrating. Let's see here. And my stop loss was there. Wow, yeah, that stop loss was there. And where did I put that? 46.34. I moved it above break even, which it doesn't look like it on the chart here, but it was above break even. So there was no loss. That was a risk-free trade. That's two risk-free trades that have hit the stop loss above break even. Man, make another screenshot here. Where's my camera going? Oh, no, yeah, this is what's makes you crazy. Green, red, and probably get another green one. Going to sleep, eh? So that's all done there. This is a scalper's paradise, actually. If you're just holding it for a couple of minutes, but that's not what we're trying to do here. We want to let this profit run up, 40, $50 or more. But it's just playing with us today. Yeah, but this is scalper's paradise here. If you're in and out, 4 or 5 trades here, barcoding. Huh. Don't know quite what you mean by that. Barcoding. uh, another big, another big bearish candle there. Have a look at the 5 minute, and it's dropped below my moving average, and even also on the 1 minute. Yeah, I think this will probably come back down to 46.20. Still got another 5 minutes on this candle. That's the 8:30 candle. I'll stay to the end of this candle at least, but I think I agree with you, Raj. We'll just come back later in the day, and I'll be back here in 4 hours. Maybe not on live, but I'll be looking again for an entry in 4 hours from now. That's the closing of the Tokyo market. It's when they start to close. The last couple of hours of the Tokyo market. Can oftentimes get a good move at that time. Okay. So let me just flip over to the 5 minute chart right quick. And you see here, this is a scalper's dream here. You know, you go short, could have gone long there, another short, another long, and then if you're here, you're getting trapped in this. Can't make anything here. Go back to the 10 minute chart. Okay. Now it's coming back up. How about that? Just go down and hit our stop losses and go back up. Move that over just a little bit. It looks like it wants to be bullish, but it just not enough buyers in the market right now. So I would say that the central banks are probably sitting back right now. The big institutions probably just waiting to see. I think Trumpy Dumpty's given Iran another deadline before he starts blowing things up. So maybe the big institutions, the hedge funds, central banks, maybe they're waiting to see what's really going to happen with this war. So much uncertainty, so much turmoil. 15 minutes watch for price to fill in three quarters of the wick. Yeah, up, down, up, down, up, down. Small size, wider stop loss. Yeah, that's an idea. I'm not trusting it too much anymore this morning. I didn't sleep too well last night. Just share a little bit of personal information there. I'm not in Bangkok. I traveled up to the northeast of Thailand. It's a long weekend and it's a holiday, so just get out of the big city, up in a smaller city in the northeast of Thailand. Sitting in a hotel room right now, and didn't sleep very well. I guess because of the new surroundings. And there it goes. Now it's moving. Yep. I think did you get back in, Raj? You got back in. You might have made a good move there. Looking on the 5 minute, it's another 45 seconds on the 5 minute chart. I'd like to see it actually get above 46.50 if I was going to take another trade. I'd like to see it break above 46.50 and then keep going. 46.50 being right in here. Yeah, setting a new market structure right there where it is. Getting ready for a blast up, very possibly. Except now the next 10-minute candle has started. Oh, God. I'm glad I didn't jump on that one. It was looking pretty tasty, but now it's looking like I want to spit it out. Well, this has been exciting today. Not. All looking so good at the start. The first candle was all looking so good. We got red, a little bit more barcoding here. Got a few people watching. If you're new here, let me know where you're watching from. Oh, that's Howard. Howard was saying that 15-minute watch for price to fill in 3/4. Oh, I didn't see that. I thought I didn't recognize that you were chatting already, Howard. Good to see you here today. Hope you had a good Easter. Yeah. Well, it's wouldn't surprise me if it's going to turn bearish. That won't surprise me at all. That's actually what I was expecting to see today. I know we've both gone long a couple of times here, had a couple of trades, but you got to let the price tell you what it's doing. We trade on price action, but I was really expecting to see lower prices today and down to possibly around at least 4,500, maybe lower. I was expecting that because what I see is escalation of the war in Iran. At least that's the language that Trumpty Dumpty is coming out with, that he's just going to bomb everything. That's definitely escalation. But although, having said that, there's supposed to be some talks going on between Oman and Iran, behind the scenes. So maybe they will negotiate their way out of this. We all hope so. And here we are on the 840 candle, and we got oh, another 6 minutes on this one. But once again, if you look at the 5 minute, you can't do anything in here. There's no, we're just watching all of this 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 minutes like this. You just get stuck. You get trapped in here. It could go down, it could go up. Best to just sit back and wait. Get a really good momentum candle, one way or the other. Even here, this move up, we didn't really have a big momentum candle. All we're seeing is just barcoding. uh, Anybody else has got a trade open? Howard, did you go long or short here? I would guess that Howard is probably not doesn't have an open trade. Yeah, yeah, we need some momentum here. We're not seeing that at all. So another 4 minutes on this candle, and then I'm going to sign off, guys. After this candle, I believe, unless we just see some kind of real action here. And then if we go to the 1 hour, what are we looking? What's it looking like there? This is the 1 hour candle. Oh, that's nothing. That's the 1 hour candle. That's a tiny little candle. Look at that. Nothing there in the 1 hour. Yeah. This is not what we want. Not at all. It looks like something on the when we got started, but on the lower time frames, the candles always look bigger. Eh? You go to the 1 minute chart, and the candles are huge. But no, this is this. There's no momentum today, guys. I think we were fortunate that we did take a couple of trades and got stopped out above break even. So two risk-free trades today. One was according to the trendline strategy that worked out well, but still got stopped out at break even. And then a scalping trade, and that one also got stopped out. Some days it's like this. This is trading. You just got to be patient. The markets are not fair and they're not unfair. They simply move. Yeah, it could be Howard volume down due to Easter Monday holiday around the world. That's definitely the case here in Thailand. A long weekend holiday. That's why I'm not in Bangkok. I'm in the northeast of Thailand in a hotel room, enjoying the time away from the big city. And I think that's probably what generally even the institutions, the central banks, probably all doing the same thing, just enjoying the long weekend. And this candle here, oh, now we got some bearish momentum. It's going to close below my moving average there. Got another 1 minute on this candle. And I bet we get a green one. I bet the next candle is green. What do you think, guys? But I still, even though it's a long weekend and it's holiday Monday, I still want to show up because the markets will always present an opportunity to make money. And right now is not that opportunity, and that's okay. We showed up. That's all we can say. We showed up. But this 4,600 level, this is where it came down earlier. That's at what was the low there was 4,600. And everybody, all of us know that's a strong psychological level. So it could just come down and bounce off of that again, or if the bears are going to jump in, if the sellers are going to be showing up today, then we could break below that and continue to lower prices. But it looks like it wants to come down and test that 4,600 again. Right, where is it? 46. Right there. Came down and tested that already today. Might come right back down there. We got a almost got a divining rod here. Okay, I'm going to sign out, guys. Thank you for your kind words, Raj, and thank you, Howard, for your comments, and everybody else that's been here today. Don't forget to click that like button. I do appreciate that. But I'm going to go ahead and sign out. I would say it's a nothing burger today. Thank you for being here, and I hope you have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your holiday, and I'll be here tomorrow. Okay, see you guys again next time.